Financial markets. Financial markets organize and facilitate trading in financial assets, a fact recognized by economists like Keynes, who emphasized the significance of money as a financial asset and interest as its price, such as stocks, bonds, bills of exchange, futures and options, and foreign currency are all results of this recognition. Unlike markets for real assets, financial markets focus primarily on capital and credit. Now, into the Islamic finance potential. The choice to operate within the existing framework or develop its own structures has created both opportunities and challenges for Islamic finance. Initially conceived to provide Muslims with Sharia-compliant alternatives and support their socio-economic activities, Islamic finance caters to over 2 billion individuals with major concentrations across the Indian subcontinent, Middle East, North Africa, Central Asia, and the Southwest Pacific. This facilitates coordination, regulatory framework development, and ensures rising demand and expanding markets for Islamic finance. Additionally, its increasing acceptance among non-Muslim populations highlights its potential and future prospects. Now onto the financial intermediation. Financial intermediaries connect savers and investors, bridging the gap between income and expenditure streams. This demand arises because spending needs are often more frequent and regular than income receipts. Business firms require both long-term funding for fixed assets and short-term working capital for inventory, wages, and other operational expenses. Individual needs include general consumption and purchasing durable goods. On the supply side, diverse sources contribute to national savings. Households and firms save to augment their funds, while insurance companies, unit trusts, and pension funds are also major contributors. New money creation and activation of hoarded funds can further increase the availability of funds within an economy.
The money market. In the Islamic context, money assumes value as a share in price, and jurists do approve this. The money market is a segment of the financial market. Here, financial assets and securities with high liquidity and very short maturities from 7 days to 1 year are traded. In sum, it facilitates only short-term debt financing and investment. The CDs are savings deposit certificates issued by financial institutions, mainly banks. Unlike fixed deposit certificates, CD holders can sell them through negotiation to other investors prior to the date of maturity. They also can carry a higher yield. Bankers' acceptances refer to the short-term bills of exchange. It is usually of a 90-day duration, drawn by suppliers on business firms and accepted by banks on their behalf for trade financing. Treasury bills of short duration are IOUs, issued by different governmental entities targeting financial institutions, corporate bodies, and wealthy individuals. Treasury bills are freely tradable in the money market. Participants in money market transactions are many and varied, ranging from large corporations that raise money through selling commercial papers to small investors who purchase CDs for the temporary safe parting of their savings in the marketplace. Investments made in money markets are also termed cash or spot investments because of their short maturities. But investing on the spot is a highly sophisticated affair, as chances of both big gains and big losses await the investor. In the cash market, goods are sold for cash and delivered immediately. Identically, contracts bought and sold on the spot market are immediately effective. Security prices are paid in cash on the spot at the current market rates. The products traded require access to far-reaching, detailed information and a high level of macroeconomic analysis and trading skills. The most developed and volatile of the money market divisions is the market for derivatives. This market adds yet another layer of complexity to financial systems. Many Sharia scholars question their permissibility in the Islamic system because derivatives are highly prone to speculative activity. Forwards refer to the contract between two parties where the delivery of the asset is on the spot at an agreed price, but the payment is deferred to a future date. Futures constitute contracts where one of the parties agreed to buy an asset from or sell one to the other party on or before a future date at a pre-agreed price. It differs from a forward contract. Futures are standard structures fixed by a clearinghouse that operates as an exchange where these contracts can be bought or sold. There are two types of option contracts. The first is the contract that gives the owner the right to buy the stated asset but does not oblige him to do so. This sort of contract is called a call option. Conversely, in the second type, the owner of the contract has the right to sell an asset but is not obliged to do so. This sort of contract is called a put option.
For now, let's proceed to financial mediation. So, financial mediation play a vital role in processing the flow of money between investors and businesses in a way that financial intermediaries such as banks, insurance companies, and investment firms are being facilitated. Furthermore, economic entities often have varying financial needs and surpluses, creating a divide in demand and supply. The profit margin, the difference between what bank pay depositors and charge borrowers, covers intermediation cost. In low-income economies where stock markets are underdeveloped, bank plays a crucial role in financing for businesses. Lower intermediation costs contributes to resource efficiency and accelerate economic development. The next thing that we will be discussing is about maturity transformation. Banks play a crucial role in facilitating day-to-day transactions through payment services like checks and cards. A distinctive aspect of modern bank is maturity transformation, where they accept short-term deposits and invest in long-term projects. Firms use short-term loans for long-term needs, benefiting from lower cost and increased flexibility compared to long-term financing. However, this practice poses risk, contributing to financial system instability. In Islamic finance, the view on maturity transformation is unexplored, but it might conflict with Sharia principles. While banks are a common source of funds, direct finance from suppliers or financial markets is an alternative for individuals and businesses. So let's proceed to types of financial markets and their rules. Financial intermediaries offer a variety of products to meet customer needs, classified based on the type of finance provided. Financial markets are categorized into two ways, by market level and by the term dimension of securities traded. Primary market, also known as the new issue market. The primary market involves the initial issuance of securities to the public by corporations, public authorities, and other entities seeking financing. Secondary market. This market involves the trading of securities that have already passed through the primary market. In the secondary market, individuals buy and sell securities from others who obtain them directly from issuing companies. Prices in the secondary market are determined by supply and demand forces, making it challenging to gauge investor demand until several days of trading occur. Money market and capital markets. Financial markets are also classified based on the type of finance being provided. Money markets deal with short-term securities, while capital markets focus on long-term securities. Money markets typically involve high liquidity and short maturities, while capital markets are associated with long-term financing. Overall, financial intermediaries operate across various markets, offering products that cater to different customers' needs. The classification of financial markets consider the level of issuance and the term dimension of the securities being traded.
So another type of financial market is the interbank market. Interbank markets are basically a subset of transactions and currency trading among banks. One thing that distinguishes it from other markets is that interbank markets issue loans that have maturities for only 1 week or even less. And another would be that these loans are funded mainly through bank-to-bank transactions. Instead of having the bank issue loans to the public, the bank instead would loan the funds from other banks. So do note that their interest rates are not fixed. The interbank rates or overnight rates are heavily reliant on the agreement of their contracts. Furthermore, this market is exclusive. Interbank markets are not accessible to all. Usually, only big players are the ones allowed to request a transaction. Another type of financial market would be the over-the-counter market. An over-the-counter market is a type of market used as a vehicle for trading certain securities. What's interesting is that, unlike formal markets, over-the-counter markets are not centralized. They do not have a fixed meeting place for this type of market. A trade can only be transacted through a dealer, telephone, a fax, or basically via anything that does not have a physical trading center. One thing that over-the-counter markets offer is securities that are specified according to the interest of the client. It could be a type of security that is not listed in most trading centers. So basically anything that is according to a person's interest. And lastly, the Islamic money market. Islamic money markets were established to provide a non-conventional financial system based on Islamic law and principles to provide better financial services to its people. The main financing instruments in the Islamic money market are the Murabaha, the Wakala certificates, the Sukuk Ijara, and many more. These are mainly used to finance businesses and projects. So unlike the conventional and globalized interest-based financial systems, the Islamic system prohibits the use of interest in any form. Hence, that concludes our presentation. I am RV Clarence Curambao, and we presented you the short-term financing systems in Islamic finance.